Have you ever asked yourself, am I truly living up to my full potential? How many of us wake up each morning, reaching for a cup of coffee to jolt ourselves awake, yet forget something far more important, that inner fire, an unstoppable drive that pushes us not just to live, but to rise, to grow, and to shine? And what if I told you, there are ancient principles, passed down through the ages, that helped great minds face adversity, forge unshakable resilience, and continuously better themselves every single day? Would you want to know what they are? Stay with me, because right after this, I'm going to share 9 powerful Stoic principles with you. These aren't just lofty ideas floating in the clouds, but practical, actionable tools you can use immediately to sharpen your mind, enrich your spirit, and gradually uncover the truest version of yourself. Each principle is a priceless piece, helping you focus, act with clear purpose, and live a life without regrets. If you're also searching for a morning ritual to keep your mind steady and elevate the quality of your days, don't take your eyes off this video, because what I'm about to share has never been more essential than in this fast-paced world we're living in today. And here's the very first principle, simple, yet incredibly powerful. Every morning, as soon as you open your eyes, remind yourself of a short but mighty phrase, I am capable. This isn't just a random feel-good mantra. It's a declaration of the strength and capability already within you. It's not about arrogance or inflated ego. It's about planting your feet firmly on the ground each morning, telling yourself, no matter what today brings, I am equipped to face it. This affirmation acts as a mental anchor, a steady hand on your shoulder amid life's chaos and challenges. It reminds you that within you already lie the skills, wisdom, and resilience to handle whatever life throws your way. This isn't blind optimism. It's a necessary stance if you want to steer the ship of your life through unpredictable waters. In a world that constantly points out our shortcomings and weaknesses, it's essential to reaffirm your own worth and capability. And of course, there will be days when doubt creeps in, moments when fear quietly whispers, I can't. But in those exact moments, this simple phrase, I am capable, becomes a lighthouse, guiding you back to your core strength. Each time you declare it, you're not just encouraging yourself. You're silently challenging every label, every limit, and every old narrative the world might have unfairly placed on you. You no longer need anyone's permission or validation, because you, and only you, hold the reins to your life, and that belief must be protected at all costs. When you embrace this mindset, the way you approach your work, your relationships, your decisions, everything shifts. You start moving with intent and clarity, no longer just reacting to life, but actively shaping it. And this confidence, it doesn't stay hidden within you. It radiates outwards. People around you will feel it, be influenced by it, and begin to look at you differently. When you truly believe in yourself, you naturally inspire belief in others, creating a positive ripple effect. Now think about it. How many times have you blocked your own path by saying, I can't, and what if? In those moments, you boldly flipped the script and said, I absolutely can. What would change for you? This, right here, is the foundation for the second principle I'm about to share, a timeless truth passed down by the ancient Stoic philosophers. They believed, it is not the events themselves, but how we perceive them, that shapes our reality. And coming up next, I'll explain exactly why perception holds the power to transform your entire life. We just talked about the incredible power of believing in yourself, about how every morning, you should remind yourself, I am capable. Now, let's go deeper into a principle that will completely reshape the way you see every moment in your life. Because the truth is, every reaction you have, every thought you entertain, no matter how small, contributes to painting the grand canvas of your life. This isn't about denying the challenges or difficulties you face, quite the opposite. It's about acknowledging them, facing them head-on, and then realizing something crucial: you have the power to decide how you'll navigate through them, reshape them, and even use them as stepping stones to reach higher ground. This principle teaches us one essential thing: never sit around passively, waiting for the perfect moment or someone's approval to move forward. Think about it: why wait for the right time, when you have the ability to create it yourself? Every single day you wake up is a brand new opportunity to take control, make decisions, and steer your life in the direction you choose. Whether it's changing careers, improving relationships, or starting a new personal project, the driving force must come from within, from your belief that you truly can shape the outcome. Imagine starting your day with an unshakable conviction that you hold the reins to your life. Every situation, every conversation, every obstacle, you view them through the lens of proactivity. And here's the beautiful part: when you start thinking this way, possibilities don't just appear, they multiply. Because when you live with the belief that you are in control, it becomes evident in your actions. You become more decisive, more willing to embrace risks, and far more resilient in the face of setbacks. Why? Because deep down, you understand that each step you take, whether a win or a lesson, is another tool chiseling away at the masterpiece that is your life. Of course, claiming this kind of power over your reality isn't just about feeling empowered, it comes with responsibility. It requires you to take conscious control over your thoughts and attitudes. Every time you whisper to yourself, "I can," you reinforce your inner strength. And each bold, "I will," propels you forward, even when the path ahead is uncertain. When you consistently affirm your ability to shape your reality, you don't just change how you view the world, you change how the world views you. Too often, we find ourselves trapped in regrets about the past or the uncertainties of today. But what if I told you there's a different way to start your day? A way that sets a powerful, clear tone for everything ahead? It begins the moment you open your eyes and quietly tell yourself, "My path is clear." It may sound simple, but in that very moment, you're not just repeating empty words. You're programming your mindset. You're setting a clear, powerful intention for the day, a silent promise to yourself that no matter what lies ahead, you'll meet it with clarity and resolve. Sure, this doesn't mean that obstacles will magically disappear. Life is life, it will always have its challenges. But by approaching it with a mindset that, "My path is clear," you no longer see those obstacles as unmovable barriers. You start seeing them as stepping stones, carefully placed to help you climb higher. This proactive and focused mindset sharpens your ability to seek solutions, spot opportunities in setbacks, and turn every challenge into a valuable lesson. And with each lesson comes wisdom, wisdom that continues to illuminate your path, even in the darkest times. Most importantly, when you know exactly where you want to go, and you accept that the road there will have its twists and turns, you learn to move forward with calm, purposeful confidence. You stop rushing headlong or freezing in fear. You become a strategic, intentional traveler on your own road. This mindset also encourages you to let go of the unnecessary baggage, old failures, lingering fears, and mistakes you've clung to for too long. The more weight you carry, the cloudier your path becomes. That simple reminder, "My path is clear," becomes a daily ritual of release, of shedding what no longer serves you, so you can move ahead with lightness, focus, and grace. And this leads us beautifully into the next principle, where proactive thinking and the ability to adapt with ease become your most powerful allies. Let's uncover that together in the next chapter. In the previous part, we talked about the power of starting each day by declaring your path is clear, embracing obstacles as stepping stones. Now, let's take that mindset a step further by adopting a more agile, resilient approach in your pursuit of personal excellence. Because here's the truth, progress isn't something that happens once in a while, it's a daily commitment. A simple yet deeply meaningful reminder like, "I grow stronger daily," serves as more than just a positive affirmation. It's a powerful declaration that your journey toward becoming your best self is an ongoing, evolving process. Perfection won't come overnight, and it doesn't have to. What matters is that every single day nudges you a little closer. It's essential to acknowledge your growth, to value the journey you're on, and to truly understand that every challenge you face and every mistake you make is actually an opportunity. An opportunity to learn, to improve, and to fortify your character in ways you might not even realize at the moment. One of the key insights of this philosophy is recognizing that growth isn't a straight, upward line. Some days, you'll feel like you're leaping forward with ease. Other days might leave you feeling like you've taken a few steps back. But here's what's important to remember, those tougher days aren't signs of failure. They're crucial chapters in your story, packed with lessons meant to shape you, strengthen your resilience, and deepen your understanding of yourself. Every mistake, every setback, isn't a defeat, it's a signal, a call to learn, to adjust, and to rise stronger than before. And once you begin to look at your journey through this perspective, you'll realize that every obstacle is simply a moment to test your resolve, sharpen your skills, and add to the arsenal of wisdom you carry with you. Embracing daily growth also means taking the time to actively recognize and celebrate your progress. No matter how small it may seem, maybe you handled a stressful situation with a little more patience. Maybe you refined a small skill. Or maybe you pushed through a fear you've carried for years. Each of these moments matters. And by acknowledging them, you reinforce your commitment to improvement and fuel your motivation to keep moving forward. Another beautiful aspect of this mindset is that it encourages a culture of self-compassion and patience. It's so easy to be harsh with ourselves when we fall short of expectations or when we compare our progress to others. But when you truly understand that growth is a personal, uniquely individual journey, you begin to appreciate your own pace. You learn to respect your process and give yourself the grace to stumble and rise again. It frees you from the crushing weight of self-judgment and replaces it with a nurturing attitude. One that fosters not just temporary motivation, but deep, sustainable growth over time. And remember, "I commit to excellence," isn't just a motivational phrase. It's a personal declaration. It's a promise you make to yourself, one that sets the tone for every decision, every interaction, and every effort you put forth. This commitment aligns closely with Stoic wisdom, which reminds us that it's not our words, but our virtues and our efforts to nurture them, that truly define who we are. When you wake up each day and reaffirm this commitment, you're doing more than setting a goal. You're actively choosing to align your daily actions with your highest values. And there's a simple, beautiful challenge in that, because excellence isn't about being better than others or chasing flawless perfection. It's about embracing the grind. It's about showing up, giving your best, and pushing past yesterday's limits. And now, with this daily commitment in mind, let's move forward to uncover the next principle, one that will show you how mastering your emotions can unlock an entirely new level of clarity and control in your life. After reaffirming your daily commitment to excellence and embracing both progress and setbacks as part of your personal evolution, it's time to deepen that mindset by understanding where true value lies, in the discipline and persistence that shape not just results, but your very character. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is a profound, yet beautifully simple teaching: focus solely on what you can control. That means your effort, your discipline, your integrity, and how you choose to respond to whatever the world throws your way. When you commit to excellence, you're choosing to prioritize these controllable aspects. In doing so, you begin to embody the timeless virtues that Stoics revere: wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. Each morning, when you remind yourself of this commitment, you're not simply setting a to-do list for the day. You're issuing a challenge to yourself to live those virtues, no matter what obstacles might appear. And while others may choose to pause or rest, you continue, not to judge their choices, but because you've set a personal standard that you refuse to lower. This isn't about chasing endless accolades or applause. It's about holding yourself to a consistent level of effort and integrity, which over time cultivates resilience and a profound sense of personal achievement. The pursuit of excellence is often a solitary road, not because you're isolated from others, but because it demands deep personal accountability and self-motivation. It's a path where you become your own fiercest critic and your greatest supporter. True success, forged by persistent effort and unyielding discipline, isn't measured by trophies or public recognition. Instead, it's reflected in the person you become throughout the process. Every day you show up, you grow a little stronger, a little wiser, and a little more attuned to the nuances of your craft, your values, and the needs of those around you. This dedication slowly transforms you into a leader, not only in your field but within your community. Your unwavering discipline and integrity become a quiet source of inspiration for others, proving through action that character matters far more than empty words. But along this path, you'll encounter one relentless adversary: excuses. And here's a truth worth remembering: excuses do not define me. That mindset is a powerful stance to adopt in life. Excuses, you see, are more than harmless little stories we tell others. They're the deceptive narratives we craft to justify our inaction to ourselves. They offer temporary comfort by relieving us of the discomfort of accountability. But in surrendering to excuses, we give up our power to change, to influence, and to move forward toward our goals. That's why, from a Stoic's perspective, it's essential to refocus on what lies within your control, your actions and your responses. Every time you face a tough situation, a setback, or a tempting reason to quit, you have two clear options. You can weave another excuse, or you can confront the challenge head-on with responsibility, courage, and purpose. Excuses might appear as an easy escape, but in truth, they tether us to the same stagnant place, trapping us in a frustrating loop of unfulfilled potential and quiet regret. On the other hand, taking responsibility, even when it's uncomfortable, empowers you. It allows you to learn, to grow, and to break free from the limitations you've unconsciously placed on yourself. It's about owning your life's narrative and actively shaping it, rather than letting fear or circumstance dictate your story. And rejecting excuses means going one step further, actively questioning those automatic, knee-jerk narratives that whisper, "It's too hard, maybe tomorrow," or "It's not worth it." So now, as we leave behind the snare of excuses, let's move into the next principle, one that will show you how mastering your inner world grants you the strength to face the outer world with unshakable calm and clarity. After rejecting excuses and reclaiming control over your actions and choices, the next step is to confront those subtle, internal narratives that whisper, "I don't have enough time," or "I'm just not good enough." We've all heard them, but recognizing them is only the beginning. What matters is how you respond. This process demands rigorous self-assessment and a firm commitment to push through discomfort. Now, Let's be clear, this isn't about being harsh, overly critical, or unforgiving with yourself. Instead, it's about approaching your own capabilities with honesty, clarity, and courage. It's about taking a good, unflinching look at where you stand, identifying what's holding you back, and focusing on the tangible, actionable steps you can take to move past those barriers. Each time you catch yourself sidestepping a challenge or reaching for an excuse, and choose instead to face it head-on, you build resilience. You reinforce a self-image that's based not on limitations or fears, but on capability, persistence, and quiet strength. Slowly but surely, this strengthens your confidence and rewires your mindset to see difficulties not as reasons to retreat, but as opportunities to advance. And here's a crucial truth: acting with clear purpose is an inseparable part of this philosophy. It means every action you take isn't random or reactive, but intentional, guided by your values and aimed toward meaningful outcomes. When you begin to live this way, you naturally remove space in your life for excuses, distractions, and aimless efforts. Your mindset shifts from searching for escape routes to relentlessly seeking solutions. It becomes a daily practice of making choices that align with your long-term goals and deepest convictions, rather than chasing the fleeting comfort of avoidance. So when you declare to yourself, "Excuses do not define me," you're not reciting a motivational phrase. You're making a bold, liberating statement of independence from the invisible chains you've unknowingly fastened around your own potential. It's an affirmation that says, "I choose to define myself by my efforts, my resilience, and my steady, incremental achievements, no matter how small they may seem at first." And what's remarkable is how this approach transforms not only the way you pursue your goals, but also how you perceive obstacles and setbacks themselves. They cease to be warnings of failure and instead become powerful invitations to grow, to learn, and to realize more of who you're meant to be. And this brings us to a truth so vital. It's worth pausing for a moment to let it settle in your mind. I am designed for greatness. Say it again to yourself, and let it resonate. This isn't just a feel-good line from a self-help book. It's a profound truth, one that has the potential to completely reshape how you view yourself and your role in the world. You are not just another anonymous face in a sea of people, destined to blend in and be carried along by the current. No, you are here with a distinct, irreplaceable set of abilities. You carry within you a capacity for remarkable achievement and meaningful contribution, unique to you and you alone. Every morning when you open your eyes to a new day, remind yourself of this: you are designed for greatness. And this reminder isn't about inflating your ego or convincing yourself you're better than others. It's about acknowledging the responsibility that naturally comes with your inherent potential. You have something extraordinary within you, a gift, a perspective, a talent, and it's your duty to yourself and to the world to develop it, to refine it, and to share it. When you truly accept that you're designed for greatness, it changes how you meet challenges and seize opportunities. Your perspective shifts from "I have to" "I get to." Suddenly, every day becomes a fresh, precious opportunity to take one more step toward your highest self. And as we carry this conviction forward, let's explore the powerful impact of shifting your internal dialogue, how the words you speak to yourself can either build you up or quietly sabotage your potential. That's where we're heading next. After embracing the belief that you are designed for greatness, the natural next step is to commit to continuous growth, to make it your mission to become a little better today than you were yesterday, and even better tomorrow. It's not about sudden, sweeping transformations, but about steady, intentional progress in every area of your life. Let this knowledge of your inherent greatness become a powerful driving force within you. Let it be the quiet voice that pushes you forward when doubt clouds your mind, and the steady hand that lifts you even higher during your moments of success. Because when you truly internalize this truth, when you sincerely believe in your extraordinary potential, something remarkable happens. Your actions start to change. Your daily choices reflect your aspirations, and your efforts naturally align with the goals you've set for yourself. You become more resilient, knowing that any setback, no matter how discouraging in the moment, is just a temporary obstacle along the path to achieving meaningful, lasting accomplishments. You stop seeing difficulties as dead ends and start recognizing them for what they truly are: opportunities for growth and valuable lessons disguised as challenges. But this journey isn't just about personal fulfillment. It's about making a meaningful difference in the world around you. Sharing your talents, your unique perspective, and your strengths isn't optional. It's part of what gives life depth and purpose. Whether through your career, your hobbies, or your personal relationships, every single interaction you have becomes an opportunity to offer something valuable. This could be lending your skills to help solve problems, using your creativity to uplift and inspire others, or simply showing up each day as your best, most authentic self, radiating energy and positivity that naturally elevates those around you. In a world where opinions are as countless as the stars in the sky, it's easy to get swept away by what others think or expect of you. That's why one of the most powerful principles you can adopt is this: external opinions do not sway me. Embrace it. Let it become a guiding light as you navigate the relentless noise and pressure of the world around you. Stoicism, a philosophy built on the pursuit of reason, resilience, and inner peace, teaches us a vital lesson here: the importance of maintaining an inner citadel. This is your unshakable core of personal integrity, wisdom, and self-assuredness, a place that no external judgment, criticism, or fleeting opinion can reach. And why does this matter so much? Because far too often, we allow the voices of others to shape our actions, dictate our self-worth, and even steer the direction of our lives. How many times have you hesitated, changed course, or doubted yourself based solely on what someone else might think or say? But here's the transformative idea you need to hold on to: their opinions do not define your reality. Only you have the power to do that. Each time you remind yourself of this, each time you reclaim that piece of autonomy, you reinforce your commitment to walking your own path. Staying true to your course means valuing your own judgments, your own principles, over the constant background noise of the crowd. It means deciding, with clarity and conviction, who you are and who you wish to become, and living authentically in alignment with that identity. No matter what external pressures or criticisms you may face. Now, to be clear, this isn't about rejecting all feedback or isolating yourself from the thoughts and feelings of those around you. It's about discernment, knowing which voices contribute to your growth, and which ones merely distract or diminish you. Maintaining your inner citadel requires more than simply ignoring what others say. It involves actively building a deep, resilient sense of self that resonates with your highest values and deepest aspirations. It's about fortifying yourself with wisdom, compassion, and the strength to remain grounded in who you are. That way, when you encounter either criticism or praise, you can receive it gracefully, appreciating it for what it is without allowing it to destabilize your sense of self. Let your actions reflect the person you truly are, not a version sculpted by external expectations. Because when you live in authentic alignment with your personal values and goals, you naturally become a beacon for others. You inspire those around you to seek their own paths and to stand firm against the often overwhelming tide of societal judgment. And this, at its heart, is what Stoicism teaches us. But how, you might wonder, Do we begin to cultivate and maintain that inner fortress? What practices help us strengthen it? Day by day? That's exactly what we'll uncover next. After learning to stand firm against external opinions and to guard our inner citadel. The next vital lesson is learning to anchor ourselves fully in the present moment, because it's here, in the now, that life truly unfolds. The affirmation, "I embrace the present moment," might sound simple, but it carries within it a profound, transformative power. It holds the very essence of what it means to live fully, to be mindful, and to genuinely engage with life as it happens, moment by precious moment. By adopting this mindset, we train ourselves to connect more deeply with every experience, whether it's a fleeting smile from a stranger, the warmth of sunlight on our skin, or a difficult conversation we've been avoiding. When you commit to embracing the present, you're making a conscious, courageous decision to release the weight of past regrets and the restless pull of future anxieties. Now, this isn't about forgetting the past or pretending the future doesn't matter. It's about wisely choosing where to direct your energy and attention, towards the one place where life actually exists, right here, right now. Because the truth is, dwelling too long on what's already happened, or anxiously anticipating what might be, robs you of the simple, profound joys waiting quietly in the present. Each time you gently remind yourself to return to this moment, you're consciously deciding not to let the lingering shadows of yesterday or the distant echoes of tomorrow distract you from the vibrancy, the color, and the richness of today. And in doing so, you begin cultivating a mindset that's both grounded and resilient, a mind steady like a calm sea, capable of weathering life's inevitable storms. You learn to appreciate each moment for what it is, drawing wisdom from the past without being shackled to it, and preparing for the future without becoming consumed by it. This delicate balance is at the heart of what Stoicism aims to cultivate: equanimity amid life's constant, unpredictable ups and downs. When you learn to truly live in the present, your ability to respond, rather than simply react, to life's fluctuations sharpens. You stop acting out of old habits or hidden fears, and instead, approach each situation with clarity, calm, and genuine intention, because your mind isn't scattered across countless worries or memories. It's here, focused, alert, and ready to meet each moment as it arrives. This present moment focus doesn't just enhance your peace of mind, it sharpens your creativity, improves your problem-solving skills, and deepens your ability to connect meaningfully with others. You become more attuned to the subtle cues of conversations, the energy in a room, and the opportunities hidden within ordinary moments. And naturally, you begin making wiser decisions, forging deeper, more authentic relationships. Moreover, by embracing the present, you engage more fully with the people around you. You listen with genuine interest, notice the details others miss, and participate with your whole heart. This leads to richer, more satisfying relationships, both personally and professionally. It also allows you to savor life's simplest pleasures: the comforting aroma of your morning coffee, the gentle warmth of sunlight on your face, the sincere laughter of a loved one. These moments might seem small, almost insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but in reality, they carry a profound weight in shaping our overall sense of well-being and joy. Life isn't made of a few grand, dramatic events. It's made of these small, tender moments strung together, moment by moment. Thank you for joining me on this reflection through the Stoic Journal. Remember, the true power to live a rich, meaningful, and deeply satisfying life lies not in some distant achievement, but in embracing each moment as it comes. Make it a practice, return to it daily, and watch as your world gradually becomes more vivid, more alive, and infinitely more meaningful. If today's insights resonated with you, I invite you to continue this journey. Check out one of the suggested videos appearing on your screen, each one designed to help you master the timeless art of living wisely and well. Thank you for being a part of this growing, thoughtful community, and remember, every sunrise brings with it a fresh opportunity to live deeply, intentionally, and in harmony with your truest self. See you in the next video.